Vamos lá, né? O Dr. Michael Heschinger é químico com PhD e doutorado pelo Instituto de Química de Nuremberg, responsável pelo departamento comercial da ECKART, que é a empresa que a gente vai estar falando dos lançamentos hoje, né? É responsável pela África, pelo Oriente Médio e pela América do Sul. Antes da ECKART, o Michael trabalhou bastante tempo na Faber-Castell, no P&D de cosméticos, e tinha uma relação forte aqui de apoio e desenvolvimento para a América do Sul e Brasil. Então, a gente está muito feliz em nome, né, do Departamento de Ciências da Vida da Colormix Especialidades. A gente tem muita alegria, né, muita satisfação de ter todos vocês aqui. E é isso. Michael, you can start.
So I hope that everybody can see me and hear me. Good morning to Brazil from Germany. Thank you, Eliane, for the introduction. Today, I have the pleasure to present our latest launches from 2020 to you, as well as our trend colors, autumn-winter 2021-2022. Unfortunately, due to the Corona situation, I can't do this personally, but I hope it will work in a digital way, pretty much the same. So let's start with the novelties presentation. This year, we had launches in our effect pigments, as well as some launches on the rheological additive side. Let's start with the pigments. The first pigment that I would like to introduce you is new Syncrystal Soft Autumn Gold. It is the latest addition to ECKART's very successful line of Syncrystal soft pigments. Maybe you remember, I have seen these pigments already during my trip or during visits from Colormix. The Syncrystal soft range is a very small sized pigment range based on synthetic mica. They are very small, so they have a good coverage for pearlescent pigments. They only have a shimmeric, they can create a very natural look. And the new Syncrystal Soft Autumn Gold fits very well into this range. So here you can see the main properties. It is a high chromatic golden pigment with a slight reddish hint. It has high coverage and a very good color intensity. Once the application has dried, it shows a satiny finish. And the applications are mainly lip, eye, also nail applications. And don't forget about highlighters. I think highlighters have been, for me, the most successful product group over the last 3 to 4 years. And to show you the effect, I apply this on my skin. So you see the wonderful coverage. You see a satiny finish. It appears a little bit more glossy than it is. This is due to the flashlight when we took the video. You see the composition. It's what is normal for synthetic mica pigment, synthetic fluorofluorocarbide. It has titanium dioxide, iron oxides, and a bit of tin oxide. The particle size, as all the other soft grades, is 1 to 15 microns. Here on this slide, you see a comparison with some other Syncrystals that we have in our portfolio. The first one is Syncrystal Gold. This is an interference pigment with a golden sparkle. So you see the gold effect only on the black, and on the white you see only a golden shimmer because the bulk color is white. The next one on the drawdown is our Syncrystal Supernova Gold, which we launched some years ago. Supernova Gold is a very intense neutral golden color with an excellent coverage. And maybe some of you watched my presentation last year at In-Cosmetics in Sao Paulo, where I did a presentation about the whole Supernova range. So this one is a real golden metallic pigment. And then you see the soft autumn gold, and you see the difference in color. It has this reddish golden shimmer. It has a better hiding power because it's smaller than Supernova Gold, and you can imagine the satiny finish on the black part of the drawdown. So also we show some applications with Soft Autumn Gold. The first application that I would like to show you is our liquid eyeshadow Soft Autumn Gold. It contains 24% of that pigment. It's a water-based formulation. And here you see we use also 2.5% of a product that called Optigel WX. This is a rheological additive from my sister company, Book, that we also sell. And it prevents the pigments from settling in the application. So I show you the effect as well. So again, very, very intense, yeah, and very good coverage, good shine, nice golden color. Another application is a matte lip tint called Mexican Sunflower. Lip tints at ECKART means always it's water-based, and it has, if it's a lip tint, it has a certain degree of pigments. Here we use our Zinc Crystal Soft Autumn Gold as well as in a level of 7%. And then you find the Optigel WX again, a little bit of a regular red 6 lake pigment, but not that much. And then you see also that we use 4% of our EcoFeel B110. That product I also presented last year in Sao Paulo. EcoFeel helps in creating the matte finish of that application, but it also helps, especially in water-based formulations, to spread the pigments equally. In water-based formulations, quite often you have the problem that with the brush you move the pigments on the skin. So EcoFeel helps in preventing that. Again, I show you this color. Also, this formulation shows how easily you can modify the color of Soft Autumn Gold by adding some additional pigments. Here, we present a skin perfector called Butterscotch. What you see in this formulation, we do a mix of 3 different soft grades. Of course, the Soft Autumn Gold, but also Soft Peach, which is a skin tone pigment, and a little bit of soft black. But here we use it in by far smaller level because the target is not really bringing color to the skin. It's more for even out the skin, hiding wrinkles. And the formulation contains 1% of Rheobic, which is another rheological modifier. Here I spread this product on my skin, and you see it has a very nice skin tone, almost the same as my skin, and you can hide the wrinkles a bit. Of course, you see still the gloss, but once it's dry, it has a matte finish. And the last product, the last application that I would like to show you with Soft Autumn Gold is a pressed eyeshadow. Also very intense. In this formulation, besides the Soft Autumn Gold, we use our Cinnafill S, which is our synthetic mica filler in the largest particle size. Largest particle size is always important because it's the most transparent Cinnafill S that we offer, and that does not take away any effect from the pearls. And Claytone BPV is also another rheological modifier, but in this case, in the pressed powder, it works in a different way because it is more like a binder, and it helps spreading the application on your skin. The second launch of 2020, our pigments, is our Mirage Hollow Magic. So the Mirages are our state-of-the-art borosilicates. In my opinion, for regular grades, they are Mirage is the best borosilicates on the market. And we developed this due to the fact that over the last year, there was a big demand from the market for holographic, or let's say multi-dimensional effects, especially in lips and nails, but also on highlighters. And we have chosen our Mirage line, not Zinc Crystal, because Mirage is more sparkling, more transparent, so it shows the effect better. So here you see also the main properties: lovely multi-dimensional color changing effect, highly transparent, extremely sparkling, as you know it from all our other Mirages. Then it's still, even if it's a borosilicate or glass pearl, it has a very pleasant skin feel, much better than plastic glitters. The particle size is 15 to 150 microns. I think this is also a very important fact, because with a limit of 150 microns, we always recommend these particle size also to be used in eye products. The inky, calcium soda, borosilicate, titanium dioxide, iron oxides, tin oxide, and silica, nothing special. Main applications are, of course, more transparent product, lip glosses, but also in eyeshadows. You can use it, especially with darker colors, and highlighters, as you can see on the girl's face on the left-hand side. You see me applying the product pure again. Of course, this is more transparent. You do not see perfectly the rainbow effect, but you see the extreme strong sparkle. Also, we have created some promotion samples for Holo Magic. The first one is a liquid eye shimmer that uses the Mirage Holo Magic Pure. It's the same formulation that I've shown you with the soft autumn gold water-based formulation, containing also our Optigel. Let's see. Yeah, strong shimmer. Then, of course, Holo Magic can be mixed with other pigments as well. In this particular case, I'm going to show you a liquid eyeliner called Vegas Black, and it's a mixture with our Zinc Crystal Soft Black. And here, I really recommend to use soft black, not carbon black, not black iron oxide, because those two absorption pigments would take away or destroy the effect of the Holo Magic, whereas it remains with the Zinc Crystal Soft Black, because this one is a pearl pigment. Another application, a liquid highlighter, which we call Star of the Show. And here you see also that you can easily modify the color with a bit of another pigment. In this case, Zinc Crystal Supernova Red, also very intense, nice red pearl. But as we use it only at a level of 1%, it gets this pinkish color, not the dark red color that we typically have when we use Supernova Red Pure. The last application is a lipstick called Viva Las Vegas. Here we mix the Mirage Holo Magic with a bit of Red 7, but it's not that much, because you have to consider 2% of a 13% dispersion. So this is very little. And what we're gonna do is, besides the Mirage Holo Magic, we use a little bit of Zinc Crystal Red, which is a interference pigment, a red shimmer, but white bulk color. And that gives you some additional effect on your lips, depending on the light, how the light goes on your lips. The whole formulation is stabilized with another product, another rheological modifier called Tixogel CCT, which I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes. So here the application. Yeah, so the shimmer is still dominating. These have been the two pigment launches 2020 at ECKART. Now I would like to talk a little bit about what else we did. You know that we are distributing the rheological modifiers that I already mentioned from my sister company, BÜK. In that portfolio, we also have so-called master gels. Yeah? And there has been a change in 2020. The Tixogel master gels are now produced by ECKART. In the past, it was done by BÜK. So let me see, here you can see master gels are easy to use because typically if you work with the powders, you have to disperse them in oil, you have to grind them, you have to activate them. The master gels are easy to use because we do all the work for you, and then you can add it at any time to your formulation. And we have taken over this product line to be more flexible. We also took over the development, and then you can expect more products to come. Here you see a list of 6 products. In the past, we only offered 3 products, which was the Tixogel VSP, the IDD, and CCT in my area. Now we also offer Tixogel RCM, Tixogel IIN, and Tixogel FTN. You see the inky names on the right-hand side. And it's also very easy to differentiate our products from the old products, because the old products produced by BÜK, they had behind VSP, behind IDD, a 4-digit number. And this is what we left away. And when I'm talking about novelties, we're already developing a new product, let's say in addition to the Tixogel VSP, which is based on D5 silicone. And I don't know exactly how it's in your market, but in Europe, D5 silicone tends to disappear. So we will offer a new product shortly, which is based on a linear silicone. Yeah, that's it for the novelties 2020. If you have any questions, please make your notes, and I will answer the questions at the end of the presentation. Now, I would like to continue with our trend colors. Trend colors have a long tradition at ECKART. I think we started doing trend colors already in 2007, 2008. I'm not sure about that, but this is really a big part of our services every year. We do the trend colors twice a year, spring, summer, autumn, winter. Unfortunately, when I travel to Brazil, I normally have always autumn, winter with me, because spring, summer is launched around December, January. And of course, also for these kind of trend colors, I need your imagination. Yeah? You going now into the summer season, whereas we are going into autumn and winter season. And of course, if you see winter concepts in Europe, North America, we quite often have a bit of a different temperature than you have in Brazil. But I hope it will work. So as always, we have 3 different concepts to show. The first one for the season 2021-2022 is called Autumn Avenue. So here on this mood board, you see what it's all about. This is how autumn looks in Europe. If I look outside my window, I see already these colors from dark yellow, orange, red, brown, and you see the shirt of the lady, green. So this is the color world of Autumn Avenue, which is reflected in our applications. So you see the collection. What is always important for the formulators, how do we create these colors? And typically we specialize on some pigments for each different concept. Here in Autumn Avenue, we have a lot of warm colors, strong colors. And these colors are very good for using the Syncrystal Supernova range, especially Supernova Orange, a pretty unique pigment, and Supernova Red. The first application that I would like to show is a matte lip tint. Please remember, matte lip tint based on water, matte finish. This is what I told you. And this color is created by a mixture of Syncrystal Copper and our Syncrystal Supernova Orange, the launch of 2019. Again, we use the EcoFeel B110 for the reasons that I told you, better spreadability and supporting the matte finish or semi-matte finish. So the model, the girl is wearing that lip tint on her lips already. The second one is a lipstick, pigmentation, Syncrystal Almond, Syncrystal Soft Copper. Remember, softs are the small pearls. Soft copper gives you the coverage. Almond modifies the color a little bit darker. And then we add Syncrystal Red at 3%. This is the red interference color, and that gives you the shimmer depending on the angle. This is also something that I always talk about in my presentations, in my visits. I think the interference colors are the most important effect pigments at all, because they make the difference. Color is one thing, but effect creates the difference. Additionally, we use our filler, Cinefil S1050, and again, the Tixogel CCT to stabilize. Yeah, I was also talking already about highlighters. We developed a highlighter powder for this concept called Falling Leaves. Here, you create the color with a soft bronze, almost skin tone color at a high level because it's a loose powder. But what we do here to really create a excellent effect, we add something crystal sparkling gold. Sparkling gold is a pretty large pigment, up to 120 microns. Then we have again Cinefil S1050 and EcoFeel B110. Cinefil S, the transparent filler, is good to keep the effect. EcoFeel in this formulation has a different function. Because of its high oil absorption, it helps you in getting a very good adhesion or long-lasting effect in this product. And once you see this product and you distribute it or you spread it on your cheeks, then you see really behind the soft bronze, you see the sparkles of Syncrystal Sparkling Gold. Very interesting effect. When we come to the eye products, for Autumn Avenue, we have decided to develop liquid eyeshadows. Liquid eyeshadows have also become more popular over the last 2 years. Liquid eyeshadows have, in general, in my opinion, good some advantages because they show pearls very well, because they don't contain fillers. That's one reason. And then they are long-lasting because they're water-based. Maybe a bit of a disadvantage is they're not so easy to smudge. The first color is Sweater Weather. It contains Supernova Orange and Supernova Red. That is just to create the right color. Green Rubber Boots, which we normally need because it's raining here outside. So it's typical for our season. We use Syncrystal Jade and Turquoise, also two very nice and unique pigment at ECKART. You don't find any other green pearl on the market as Syncrystal Jade, and I think Syncrystal Turquoise is the only turquoise pearl on the market at all. And then we need to add a bit of our Syncrystal Soft Black, because the soft black gets you this moss tone dark green color. Of course, also, we always present nail polishes, which is a big market for all our pigments. You see the Canadian maple, yeah, supernova red. And here you see on the nail daisy on the left picture, you see really the strong, clear red metallic nail polish, and this color you can achieve with our pearl in combination with a little bit of red 34. Chestnut harvest is a brown nail polish. You can see the application as well on the nail daisy. We use supernova orange and soft copper, and a little bit of two other pigments, red 34 and ferric ammonium ferrocyanide. The other two, yeah, American beech. It is a color, yeah, that is more like the leaves that you see on the trees behind. Yeah, supernova orange here is the dominating color. And on the right side, you see Franconian spruce. Franconia is the area where we are based. And this nail polish is done with syncrystal jade and a little bit of carbon black. Yeah, this is the overview of all the applications that I showed you. And then we continue with the next concept. The next concept is winter wonderland. So we continue in our season here. So you see the mood board. And this whole concept, winter wonderland, is inspired by Austria and Norway. So pretty far away from you. So you see the skiers, you see the two pictures. The right one on the top is Norway, and the left one on the bottom is also Norway. And here it can be really very, very cold. And also from the colors, you see the colors are overall colder, more icy, yeah, more metallic. So this is the other applications that I'm going to show you. When we come to the pigmentation, or what we use is, in general, we use our zinc crystals because they are the, let's say, the heart of our portfolio. And where it fits, we combine them with our Visionaire range. And our the Visionaires are our really metallic pigments. So not metallic based on pearl, on real metal, aluminum and copper and zinc. And they have some advantages that I'm gonna explain to you when we talk about the eyeshadows. Okay, the first application is a lipstick that we call Frozen Berries. I have talked about Supernova Red and its advantages already. This is the key with some absorption pigments. But what we add is also syncrystal blue. And that is the blue interference pigment. So meaning the bulk or the powder is white, but has a blue shimmer. And then with this, you really create the berry tone. And also the syncrystal blue fits very well to the winter wonderland scheme because it creates that icy shimmer. Yeah, snowflakes on my lips, a lip cream. This is my favorite product in this concept. Lip cream means oil-based formulation and with a pretty high pigmentation. If it's a low pigmentation, then we call it lip gloss at ECKART. So we do the color with a 2% syncrystal soft bronze. They give these pigment also gives you the coverage. Then we mix syncrystal red interference with syncrystal blue interference. That creates a violet. But then we add 4% of syncrystal sparkling silver, and sparkling is a larger particle. And if you apply this smoothly on your lips, and then you have the right light, then the syncrystal sparkling silver create these small snow crystals. Then we come to the eye range. In Winter Wonderland, we have done compact eyeshadows. And for the compact eyeshadows, the ideal pigments when it comes to metallic are our Visionaire range. What are the advantages of the Visionaires? The Visionaires are based either on aluminum, what you see here, bright silver C, aluminum pigment, or on these copper zinc alloys. Visionaires combine good coverage with excellent metallic effects, and additionally, metallic pigments have a very smooth application and automatically generate a very good payoff. The range of the Visionaire colors is a little bit limited. Silver or these kind of golden shades from greenish gold, no neutral gold, to reddish gold. So what can we do to adjust the colors? This is very easy because you can always mix the Visionaires with other pearls, with the zinc crystals, and even with the Mirage borosilicates to create different effects and different colors. And then I would like to draw your attention on another fact in this formula. We use the Cinnafill S1050 in a combination with Claytone VPV XR, the rheological modifier from Böck. And this combination gives us the possibility to get rid of talc. So talc-free formulations are very, very trendy now in North America and in Europe. So that is good that we can take this out, but additionally gives you and us another possibility, because talc always reduces or sometimes even takes the effect of pearls and metallics away completely. So using this combination, you can keep the full effect from all the effect pigments that you put in your formula. And I think this is really a big, big advantage. Two more shades with the same formulation. You see the auburn one. Here we use Visionaire Cinnamon. We modify the color, make it a little bit more red with Supernova Red and Soft Copper. Reindeer Sleigh Ride, the other eyeshadow, it is more like a champagne color, as you see. Therefore, we use Visionaire Bright Splendid Champagne. We mix it with our unique zinc crystal ivory and also with a bit of zinc crystal almond to get the right color. Basic texture overall, the eyeshadows is, of course, the same. Nail polishes in Winter Wonderland. The first one is called Sundown in Oslo. Yeah, it's a mixture of red 34, regular absorption pigment, then with turquoise. This is not necessarily a pigment that you expect to be in this formulation to get this color, but as you can see, it works. Yeah? And then we add zinc crystal red to get a special shimmer on your nail. Alpine Chalet contains zinc crystal soft bronze. Here we don't need absorption pigments because zinc crystal soft bronze already has enough coverage to give you a nice covering color. And then we also add zinc crystal red. Ski Holidays is another one. Yeah, so I need your imagination again, because I think ski holidays are not possible in Brazil, but this is a picture from Austria, and this is how it typically looks in January in the Alps in Europe. We do this color with Visionaire Splendid Silver C, and the Splendid Silver C is the smallest Visionaire powder that we have based on pure aluminum. And we modify the color with zinc crystal sapphire. This is our blue zinc crystal pearl, and really blue, so with a bulk color. And then you get this highly metallic blue shade. The last nail polish in Winter Wonderland is now Northern Lights. Yeah, and it's a mixture of 6% red 34, 10% dispersion with zinc crystal sapphire. What you see on this on the background, this is the Northern Light or Polar Light. What you see in the very north of Norway in winter. Yeah, the summary of Winter Wonderland. The colors work very well together, so it's really a good concept. The last one is called New York Nights, and this is a concept, for going out, party. See the mood board. We call it New York Nights because I think there's no other city in the world that is perfect for the Advent season, Christmas season, New Year's Eve as New York. I mean, I should have mentioned it before. The colors, all the trend colors have been developed before we had Corona. So I don't know if we're gonna have these parties that you see on this slide this year, but you see the famous Christmas tree in front of Rockefeller Center, you see Times Square, you see Central Park, and you see the fireworks. But let's see and let's hope how it's going to be this year. So we have developed makeup for this special mood. So they are stronger, they're more glamorous, more sparkling. And of course, sparkling applications, glamorous application, this is the playground of our Mirage pigments, especially our Glamour series. The Glamour particle size is the one that goes up to the 150 microns. And I told you how important 150 microns are because there's the limit. A lot of customers don't want to have larger particles than 150 microns in the eye area. And of course, we mix it with zinc crystals. And this is also the first concept where we already use our Mirage Holomagic that I introduced to you in the beginning of my presentation. The first application to show is a lip gloss. And that contains, I would say, two of our highlights in our product portfolio, the combination of zinc crystal Supernova Red and Mirage Holomagic. And you see on the girls' lips, this is really the perfect lip gloss, the perfect makeup for going out at night, dinner, hopefully theater, musicals soon. A lipstick, the color is done by the absorption pigments below. Mirage Copper is a earth tone pearl in a smaller particle size that we have. But then the key again is the combination of Mirage Glamour Gold and Glamour Blue. And you see Tixogel VSP that stabilizes the formula and contributes to the texture. It's the bentonite gel mixed with D5 silicone. For me personally, the eyeshadows are the highlights in this concept, because we decided to do eyeshadow mousses. One is called Times Square, the other one's called Skyscraper. So what we do is to achieve these colors, especially the left one, Times Square, we mix Supernova Red and Sapphire. That is an important mixture because quite often violet is mixed by blue and red. And to get a approved red, globally approved red for the eye area, you have to use carmine. But carmine, a lot of customers don't want it because it's animal derived. It can cause allergies. So I show you with the combination of Sapphire and Supernova Red. This is a different way to create a vibrant violet without organics and without carmine. You should keep this in mind if you formulate violets. And then we add zinc crystal soft black. Soft black in these two colors is very important because it creates that smoky eyes. It gives the right background also for the mirages. They appear much better on darker background than on a bright background. And the soft black is a key for both eyeshadows. And you see the application is very, very intense. And the better you spread the product, because here you see the product only in the jars, the better you see the two mirages on Times Square, and in Skyscraper, okay, there's only one Mirage, the Glamour Silver, but in principle, it's the same thing. A highlighter, yeah, as I said, highlighters are so trendy right now, and I like this highlighter, and it combines our two novelties, Holo Magic and Crystal Soft Autumn Gold. Of course, with the Holo Magic, you get really a highlighter, yeah, for going to parties, to dinner, to theater, wherever it's you have a dark atmosphere and changing light, and that gives you a very, very special sparkle on your cheeks. The nail polishes in New York Nights, of course, are also more glamorous. Yeah, the Brooklyn Bridge is a dark violet nail polish. The dark violet is created by black number 2 and red 34 in a small concentration, and then we add Mirage Glamour Blue and Glamour Silver. Rockefeller Center, here we use Silver Dream Prismatic in a combination with Sparkling Champagne. So Sparkling Champagne is the product that you see in the bottle, the champagne color. Silver Dream Prismatic is a very coarse particle. Yeah, and it's a holographic pigment based on aluminum. So different to Mirage Holo Magic, but a very nice effect. We also had similar nail polishes in our last autumn winter colors in a concept called Rock and Romance. Then we have Hudson River that holds one of our other specially designed pigments for nail polishes called Silver Dream Starlight. Silver Dream Starlight is aluminum paste, which is perfect for getting, yeah, really metallic nail polishes. And also to remind you, the Silver Dream range of ECKART, this contains products that are only designed for nail applications. Christmas tree, yeah, it is a combination of a bit of absorption pigments with our very, very intense deep green Mirage Glamour Green interference product. And you see on the right side, on the top, you see the Nail Daisy, which is more or less like a summary how these 4 nail polish look applied. Yeah, the overview of all the colors shown in New York Nights. This is the trend color box, how we present these trend colors to our customers. Yeah, and I'm at the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and me personally, I hope to see you all in 2021 personally in Brazil. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Michael.
You're welcome.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Sorry. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Michael. I really like it. Your concept of for the colors, like Wonderland, Visionaire, Sandal in Oslo, Alpine Shea, Sky Holidays, New York Lights, Red Manhattan, Skyscraper, and all the other concepts you created there. And I have here 3 questions, or we have already 3 questions here. Everyone can make the questions on the chat box, and after these questions come to us, we're going to ask Michael. Michael, the first question I have here is, what's the future of makeup after the pandemic?
Oh, This is a good question. I place this question to myself every single day. I mean, I think it's not, my personal opinion is that, of course, we have to go back to normal. Yeah? So makeup has a big decline because all these big events are canceled. I think it's in Brazil, it's the same as in Europe. This year, 2020, we have not had any festivals, nothing, all concerts, everything canceled. Theaters, now we all have reopened theaters with social distancing, of course. But how can I say, and of course, what is also a problem, I think, is a bit that the amount of people, of girls, of course, working from home has dramatically increased. And if they work from home, they do not wear that much makeup, at least not a sparkling makeup. But my hope is that, that we will overcome the pandemic, that we don't need to go around with masks, so that we can concentrate on lips again. Because an impact, definitely, it has already. If I look on the streets, and I see ladies walking around, of course, I think they have more eye makeup than before, because you can't see the lip makeup here. But we will see it more. I would say we see more next year, because this year was really dominated that people stayed at home. Next year, maybe if the pandemic is still there, people will not stay as that much at home as in 2020, I'm sure. So then we can see what does nail polish. I also think that this year we had more nail polish, at least in Europe, than last year, because we had a trend in Europe going to UV gels in nail polish. But since a lot of girls could not go out this year, they had to do the nails at home. And it's more easy to do your nails with nail polish than with gels. So this is an impact that I've seen already this year. But in general, it will, in my opinion, it will take some time to get the business or the makeup from as 2019 and 2018. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have the first vaccine here for the coronavirus, and we're going to start to have a freedom again here in Brazil. And maybe we're going to invite you to come to Brazil to
sure.
get inspired here in Brazil.
Yeah, Alexandre knows, and I can tell you, it's the first year since I think 2013, and I haven't been in Brazil, and I suffer all the time. Yeah, typically I come twice to you, and I love it there.
Okay, we have another question here. We have here. Can we use synthetic micas or borosilicates in organic, green, or natural projects?
That is a matter of definition. I think that there's no real definition what is natural, what is synthetic. Of course, a borosilicate is made in a synthetic way. A synthetic mica pearl is, of course, the mica, the production of synthetic mica is synthetic, but the first ingredients, they are really then oxides or silicates that we melt together. So it's a matter of marketing. We also know in Europe we have especially in Germany, we have this association called Natru. And on Natru, all the inkies that we have, no matter if it's a borosilicate, if it's a synthetic mica, also all the inkies of the visionaires are listed there in a so-called Annex 3. They can be used in natural cosmetics, but that depends on the rest of the ingredients. You cannot, if you have all the other ingredients natural, you can work with a certain, let's say, amount of synthetic products here. And you also have to keep in mind, this is what I point out to everybody, even if you have natural mica pearls, which we unfortunately do not offer anymore, the process of getting iron oxide, titanium dioxide on natural mica pearls is a pure chemical process. Yeah? Okay, so a natural mica pearl The natural mica is natural, but that's the only thing that is natural in natural mica. But as I said, a lot of these eco labels that we have in Europe, they allow the products, but not all, of course. Yeah. So, for example, ECKART, we cannot use synthetic mica. Not true. We can use it to a certain degree. We are working, for example, currently on a Cosmos certification for our Mirages.
Well, the third question we had here was exactly about that. What's the difference between synthetic mica and natural mica? I think you have already answered to that.
I mean, I would like to point, maybe I answered to that question. The difference is, of course, natural mica, the process that we do more or less with synthetic mica, the nature has done on natural mica. Yeah? From a chemical point of view, there's almost no difference. It's the same crystal structure. It contains the same elements. But of course, we melt it together from silicates and oxides. The big advantage is in the performance. You have three advantages normally. You have a controlled composition because synthetic mica is produced according to a formulation. Natural mica varies a lot more in color. Zinc crystal, or not only zinc crystal, but synthetic mica in general, there's no impurities in color. They are pure white, whereas natural mica always contains oxides, iron oxides, and they make the product a little bit duller and less brilliant. And then the surface of synthetic mica pearls is stronger, so you have a stronger effect than with natural mica. And there's a third topic, and that was the more or less like the origin for the interest in synthetic mica, is that synthetic mica has less heavy metals than natural mica, especially lead. Yeah.
We have sorry, before the question, Graciela says, wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. Very good explanations in color combinations. Have also Marcel, that's the same name as mine. Good morning. Say, I wonder permanent and temporary coloring in hair. And I have here the question that's from Eliana. Why Mirage Hollow Magic loses effects when using carbon black?
Sorry, I could not understand completely. The audio connection was a little bit interrupted.
Eliana says, why Mirage Hollow Magic loses effect using carbon black?
Okay. I mean, this is in general, what I had to learn. I think Eliane said, I was a formulator at Faber-Castell Cosmetics in Germany before. I was leading the department there. And I had to learn in the beginning of my R&D career that all absorption pigments, they take away effect, yeah, from any effect pigments, natural mica, synthetic mica, borosilicate, and also metallics. And of course, if you have a Mirage, a borosilicate, they are extremely transparent. Carbon black is extremely covering, like titanium dioxide. That just absorbs, it diffuses the light. If you have the chance, for example, if you do if you have a chance to do, like in a nail polish, to do a two-component product, let's say black underneath and borosilicate on top, then absorption pigments are perfect. But unfortunately, most of the colors, they combine absorption pigments with effect pigments, with pearls. And then they diffuse the sparkle, so they reduce the effect. And you have to be very careful. And normally you have to, if you introduce in a given shade pearlescent pigments, and especially borosilicates, you have to cut the percentage of the absorption pigments. And I mentioned carbon black and titanium dioxide are the most efficient pigments in taking away effect. Yeah? And for example, I really had to learn when I formulated, borosilicates were launched by Engelhardt in 2001. And I did not understand in the beginning. I added pearl, and I had to use in the lipstick 13%. Nobody can afford that. Then I finally found out I have to cut the others to a minimum, or I have to generate the basic color also with pearls. Pearls are perfect. Of course, I know that pearls are more expensive than absorption colors.